Hey y'all, sorry I looked a little tired and dry, but we had an emergency situation yesterday and I really didn't get no sleep. But anyway, I want to say this to y'all. When y'all go and decide to say I do or want to get married, I need y'all to understand everything that it entails. It ain't no fucking joke. It's past the rings and the weddings and the I do's. The shit gets real. Y'all understand me? Marriage gets real. And people always yell, oh, it's just a piece of paper. It ain't nothing. No, that piece of paper has a lot to do with a lot. I'm going to give you an example. So I had to take my husband to the urgent care because he had got sick yesterday. And the first thing they kept asking was, who is he to you? Who is he? Who are you? What's your name? Who are you? And I was like, oh, I'm such and such. I'm his wife. Oh, okay. Then you can stay in here and you can answer these questions. But imagine if I wasn't his wife, or I was just his girlfriend, or I was just his little friend that's been there for a long time. You wouldn't be able to have any say-so in that person's care or anything to do with that person's health. And when I tell y'all marriage is a lot, marriage is a lot. And y'all really got to think about it. Y'all really have to think about it, right? If you're going to be with somebody long term, you need to go and get that piece of paper. You need to go get that ring. You need to go get those things, because if anything ever pops off, you need to be able to make those decisions, those hard decisions, okay? You don't need his mama making those decisions. You don't need his kids making those decisions. You don't need his grandmama making those decisions. You don't need his daddy making those decisions. You need to be able to make those decisions for him, especially if you've been with somebody over 4 or 5 years. It's very important that you get that piece of paper if you've been with somebody for 4 or 5 years and you truly love him and want to be with him. And he's telling you, oh, it's just a piece of paper. No, it's not a piece of paper. It's past a ring. It's past a piece of paper. It's a contract that needs to be had, because it's important when it comes to medical or anything. Okay, let's get past that situation, because I don't want to make this video long because you hear my voice. Being a wife and a husband is more than a ring and more than a dress, more than a wedding. And people don't understand that. Y'all always see the glamorous videos of weddings. You see the glamorous videos of the rings. You see the glamorous videos of the dresses. You see all the happy times. But you don't see when the person is sick and you got to sit there and hold their hands. You don't see when finances are difficult and y'all got to work together. You don't see when the kids are acting up and we got to come together to make things work. You don't see the struggle times, because on social media, people only highlight their lives. They don't show you what marriage what it really is. Marriage is a partnership that you will have to be willing to work through. And sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's hard. So when you say that you do, you really gonna have to mean that shit, because shit gets hard. It's times where your husband or your wife may be sick and you're gonna have to make those tough decisions. It's gonna be times that finances ain't easy for y'all, and you're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna feed these kids. There's gonna be times where y'all trying to keep a roof over y'all head. There's gonna be times where y'all not seeing eye to eye with y'all children's upbringing. So when you say that you do, make sure this is with the right person, because it's more than just it's more than dresses. It's more than a ring. It's a fucking forever partnership. It's forever friendship that you're going to be in forever, unless you get a divorce. But I want y'all to think about that stuff before you walk and say I do, because life be lifing in these marriages. Life be fucking lifing. And I was just looking at my husband the other day, and I was like, yo, like, we've been through some shit, and we done got through some shit, and we good. Like, you my fucking dude. Like, you my ride or die, right? We are here. But I realized marriage is not easy. I thought when I was married, when my first marriage, it was a piece of cake. But when you have a situation that you love and you want it to flourish and you want to continue to work on, that shit ain't easy. It shit ain't easy. I had one of my homegirl asked me the other day, do you regret getting married? And I was like, hell no. I'm not regretting the situation. I love my husband, and I love every trial and tribulation we go through. And I appreciate it because it brings us together. And sometimes, y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this. I love saying that because I know nobody needs to hear it. But sometimes you got to cut outside the outside noise. That means mommies, daddies, and friends, and just focus on your marriage. Focus on y'all. Because it's just y'all two. Remember that. Marriage is past a piece of paper and a ring. It's a forever a partnership. And life going life in your marriage. No matter how much you think it's not. And no matter how much love y'all think y'all got. Life is going to try your marriage. And I'm not talking about cheating and stuff like that. It may be health. It may be finance. It may be kids. But life is going to try your marriage. So all I can say is, be ready. And have your foundation in that ground, baby. And don't let nobody come between y'all. So congratulations to everybody that's getting married. Congratulations to everybody that got over the hump. And have a happy, blissful life in marriage, y'all.